Hey guys, and welcome back to the second HFC Disneython. I'm here with THD today, and we're gonna cheat a little bit and watch would you say it's a made-for-TV movie?
I would say so, yeah. Actually, I believe it got released to video first, and then later on it was cut up for TV. So you're kind of on the ball there.
Well, whatever it is, we are going to be watching Buzz Lightyear of Star Command: The Adventure Begins. So, check the video description for all the information you'll need, and let's kick things off in 3, 2, 1. It has been literally donkey's years since I watched this show, so yeah.
Yeah, I actually watched a lot of Buzz Lightyear of Star Command during those, younger times when I didn't really have any sort of objectives to my life.
Before the war.
Before the war, the veteran of the psychic wars I am, yeah.
Pixar has been credited for some reason, don't know why.
Well, I mean, they were the ones who came up with Toy Story and the Buzz Lightyear concept. This is basically cast as a sort of in-universe kind of like direct-to-video thing that they actually watch in the Toy Story movie. I don't know.
Yeah, I know Pixar made Toy Story, I'm not that dumb. I was just wondering why, because the show is animated, not CGI.
Now available in stores!
Oh god, all this VHS stuff. So retro.
Man. Yeah, I know, like nowadays, like the most common thing you find is like Blu-ray and like DVD, but just going back and seeing those old shitty fat ass VHS tapes, that's always a great feeling.
Nah, in the films, Buzz is voiced by Tim Allen, but in the show he's voiced by Patrick Warburton, which I always loved.
Yeah, Patrick Warburton, I think, does a good, kind of Buzz Lightyear kind of voice. And I have to say, I'm so used to Buzz in the show that when I watch this movie, the main, video cut of this movie, Buzz is voiced by Tim Allen. But when they chopped it up for the show, as separate episodes, Patrick Warburton actually redubbed all of Buzz's lines. Yeah, and I honestly kind of like him a bit better as Buzz Lightyear because, I mean, like, within the context of the movie, Tim is fine, but in this movie within the movie,
yeah,
he's not exactly on point. But I guess it was just a paycheck at that point, and I don't really expect him to try that hard. Of course, now when I think of Tim Allen, I think of Galaxy Quest. So
what happened to that again?
They were like the actors of a show, and then they actually got involved in an actual alien thing.
Yeah.
They used his show as like part of their pop culture kind of thing.
Is that the one with Alan Rickman, God rest his soul?
Yes, by Throthgar's hammer you will be avenged.
Oh. Gone too soon, man, gone too soon.
Now, I have watched this like once before, but it's been so long that I barely remember. I actually remember seeing this for the first time on TV and sitting there going, wait, why is the animation better and why does this take place before everything else? What's going on?
Well, wow, look at all the shadows and whatnot.
Yeah, the animation in this film is a lot bumped up compared to the TV show, which I think uses more direct digital coloring, and obviously the animation is a little bit simpler.
Let's play Spot the Bad Guy. Do you know who the villain is, folks?
Yeah, Warp Dark Matter. Yeah, especially a kind of guy you'd like to trust, huh?
Wait, hang on, is that his actual name?
Yes, his name is Warp Dark Matter.
Oh, come on, you're not even trying at this point.
Now, he's voiced by Diedrich Baker, who you may know as one of the characters whose name I forgot on the Drew Carey Show. I also think he was in a few episodes of Whose Line Is It Anyway, but it was mostly, Ryan Stiles, Colin Mockery, Wayne Brady, and the fourth guy always varied, but it was always those three, and I think Diedrich was in a few episodes of that show, too.
Okay. It's weird to see these aliens, like, in context with Buzz.
Yeah, those were like the Pizza Planet kind of things that they grabbed from the claw machine. I remember now.
Ah, the claw chooses who will go and who will stay. I think we covered the first Toy Story in the Proto-Thon, which was my original idea for like the very first Disney-Thon that we never completed, and then we did Toy Story 2 in the actual first Disney-Thon.
Oh, yeah. Are we getting to Toy Story 3, in this one in particular?
Well, recording's still ongoing at the time of this recording, so we'll see.
Well, let's just put that as a non-committal.
Toy Story 3 was fine, I just think it was a step down from 2.
I can't wait until 4 comes out, because I'm pretty sure that's going to be terrible.
Say Helldragon. When thinking of like toys coming alive and like interacting, what's the genre you think of most?
Toys coming alive and interacting. I think of Toy Story the most, in all honesty.
Do you think of romantic comedies? Because that's apparently what it's going to fucking be.
Oh my god, why?
Who knows? I have to say, the intro for Toy Story 2, which was kind of this sort of thing, was actually pretty fucking hype.
That's true. Like I remember watching that, and Buzz is doing all that kind of stuff, but it turns out to be a video game at the end. I was actually kind of really getting into that part of the movie. And basically, in-universe is kind of a setup for the, I guess it sort of explains the toy line that's actually going on in Toy Story for that kind of thing. Although, with what's going on here and, within the Buzz Lightyear cartoon itself, I can certainly see why the guy got toys, because he does a lot of exciting stuff.
Do you remember the hype surrounding the original Buzz Lightyear toy? I was very lucky to get one.
They've actually, not too long ago, they made, actual, more accurate Buzz Lightyear toys, like the kind you would get in the movie. I've actually managed to find one at my work. We actually got one. I didn't put it out on the floor, because fuck that, because somebody would break that, because the damn thing was practically in new condition. All the stuff worked and everything, the colors were good. So it was kind of neat to see that again, after all this time being so familiar with Toy Story.
Dude, this actually holds up pretty well animation-wise.
Yeah, that's true. It's surprisingly good, well animated, considering it's just a direct-to-video kind of thing.
I remember the show being decent. This was a time when Disney Channel... what year did this come out in? I actually have the Wikipedia page here. Let me have a look.
I think this was 2000s, early 2000s, 2003 at the latest.
2000 to 2001 was the original release.
See, that's basically 1 or 2 years behind. Close enough.
Oh wait, that's the show. What about The Adventure Begins? August 8th, 2000.
Okay.
The very cusp of the new millennium.
Now, I love the playset that this thing was based upon. That was a great thing for your Buzz Lightyear figures. I'm trying to think what other toys were available in, the fictional Buzz Lightyear line. Considering, the other characters, and obviously Zurg's going to show up and things like that, I'm trying to think about what other action features they had. Did they have, a play set? I want to see this.
Oh, I want a toy of the robot. I always liked the robot.
I like the robot, too, XR. He was actually always one of my favorite characters in the show, and I'm kind of surprised. They may have a toy of him somewhere. I don't know if the series ever actually made toys. I legitimately would have to look that up.
I want to see what other shows were on, around the time this came out, because I used to love the Disney Channel in, the early 2000s.
Well, I didn't have Disney Channel, but I know they played this on, ABC's One Saturday Morning, Disney 2, whatever it was called. And they were playing, stuff like this. I think, The Weekenders was on at the time. I'm trying to remember, because I mostly watched this on UPN and the little secondary One Saturday Morning block that they had.
Lloyd in Space came out 2 years after. I definitely remember that.
No, I barely watched Lloyd in Space for a reason.
Jungle Cubs, I think, ended around the time this came out.
Jungle Cubs? Wasn't that in, early 90s or something?
It started in 97.
Oh, okay. I guess that ran longer on the Disney Channel than it did on where I was watching it.
Man, I'm just going through this list of Disney cartoons and getting nostalgia and shit. Pepper Ann, that came out in 2001.
Are we gonna have to do a Disney cartoon-a-thon now? I hope not.
I'm putting the idea into my head. Store for later. I'll focus on the actual thing now. I could be on Wikipedia all day. I love Zurg. Zurg is pretty great.
Yeah, Zurg's a pretty good villain. He's more menacing in this movie than he is in the series, but he's always been sort of a comedic-ish kind of villain. The armor's always been interesting to me because he has a bunch of gizmos up in his, his gauntlets or things like that, pulling a whole kind of Doctor Doom sort of vibe, but then he has the skirt going on, so I'm not really sure about the rest.
He's voiced by Adam Carolla.
In this one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because in some other versions of Zurg, he's actually played by Wayne Knight. I believe it was mostly focused on the cartoon.
Sorry, I read the thing wrong, because the character had a Z in his name. No, that's the commander of the Space Rangers. Let me just scroll down here. He's voiced by Wayne Knight, yeah.
Okay, yeah, there we go. So basically we're getting people from different various sitcoms, in here.
Sorry, I saw a Z and got confused. Go back to Pizza Planet. Yeah, that's right, I'm a green alien racist.
Remember that episode where Buzz Lightyear had to become the next Santa Claus? That was weird.
Wait, what? I don't remember that episode.
Just making a Santa Claus joke, it's okay.
I can fucking see Patrick Warburton recording his lines.
I didn't really look over how closely he matched the resync of the voice dialogue when he redubbed the lines, but I would hope it would be very close enough to match the lip sync.
Oh, I'm getting really nostalgic watching this now, I'm not gonna lie.
Does he have like a mecha seat?
He's evil and he loves it. It's not necessary to flip into a room, Buzz.
Well, it's not necessary, but it's certainly enjoyable.
How is that laser functioning? It's just like a little light bulb that blinks.
The one in like the actual Toy Story actually looked more kind of techno, like with the actual kind of equipment there. Here it's just like a little flashlight or something.
Yeah, the one on the toy burned out really quickly.
I believe it, yeah.
God, there's so much sci-fi shit going on here, I'm not really sure what to focus on.
I gotta say, I do commend Zurg's idea of giving his robotic minions like chain guns for hands. Well, chain cannons, but they're still like multi-barreled cannons. That's certainly something to commend.
The Gatling gun, laser or otherwise, doesn't get the props it deserves.
That's true. I mean, these would be great Ratchet and Clank villains, I think.
Yes, Ratchet and Clank, that's what I was thinking of, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the PS4 one. That's what I'm saving up for.
Is 30 FPS a deal breaker for you?
Not really, no. Just as long as it looks good and plays good.
How do you feel about the movie?
What, the Ratchet and Clank movie?
Uh-huh.
I'm interested in that. I want to see how much exactly they change. I hope they kind of keep it close to the original game, but I imagine some stuff's going to be, tweaked with, and I'm ready for that. That's fine.
Ratchet's design looks a lot more cartoony, and I'm not sure I'm down to plan with it.
Well, it's kind of with a more recent Pixar DreamWorks kind of thing. That's fine. That's an order. Shoot at the enemies.
Yeah, you waddle away, while we take out all the robots.
Good thing our suits come with shields. No, wait, they don't? They don't. Oh.
Oh, well, thanks for telling us that, sir, before you deployed us on this, life-endangering mission.
I mean, they have jetpacks, but they couldn't vouch for energy shields?
Wasn't something falling, or did I just miss that?
No, he caught it.
Leave him behind so he has a reason to hate you.
Go, I'm getting excellent body weight exercise here.
I definitely remember this. Well, time to put in for a new partner when I get back, I guess.
Yeah, I remember the part where he almost got incinerated by an explosion, and I never knew why Star Command had, the 3 wings on the side. Even throughout the entire TV show, I'm sitting there, what is the function of that?
It just looks fancy, I guess.
I suppose. I mean, I'm just remembering all the other stuff that they did in the Buzz Lightyear show. They had, that one episode where the guy was, a robot werewolf, and I don't even know how the fuck that's supposed to work. Was it, the phalanx? What's going on here?
You mean the Nurse 482?
Yeah, Nose 482 got involved with that somehow, and his bite caused it, or some weird shit. I don't even know what was happening.
Oh, Miranova, front and center.
The person who plays Miranova, I don't know her voice actor off the top of my head, naturally. But it was always so weird when I, catch occasional bits of Kim Possible, and it turns out she was playing Shigo. And I'm like, how incredibly distracting that your voice is coming out of this character.
That's Nicole Sullivan. She does a lot of those kind of voices.
Oh, yeah, I remember now, yeah. She does a pretty good job. I think I like her more as Shigo because she's allowed to have more of a, kind of standoffish personality.
That's another great Disney show, by the way, Kim Possible.
I'm gonna add that to your list of Disney cartoon comms to do.
Oh, hell yeah. You know what? I'm gonna get the fucking crossovers, and we're gonna have Lilo and Stitch meets Kim Possible, and other stuff of that ilk.
I'm advocating that this is a terrible idea, by the way. I'm just going to throw that out there now.
Well, you make me suffer through various things plenty of times, so now, you know what, it's your turn.
That's true, but at least my choices have character. By the way, always put a pit in your danger room. Good idea.
Well, it's not called the safety room.
Could we have a chill-out room? That'd be great.
Yeah, a hole opens up and a hot fudge sundae comes out. Good stuff.
The smooth cafe room.
I'm the last one standing, so by default I win.
Yeah, the big thing now is Buzz is trying to look for a new partner, and if you've seen the show, you know he basically has 3 trainees underneath his belt, so this is all just kind of building that up. Also, these are some ridiculous-looking robots, but I highly approve.
It's like something out of Mass Effect.
That's true, or... I'm trying to think of another show that does a similar art style. Yeah, good thing we had the robots with the glue guns.
Oh yeah, she has psychic powers, I forgot about this.
I remember, oh man, and now I'm remembering that other episode of the show that was, it was like, I guess they were required by Disney or whatever to do something with a fucking moral. So what happens is that, like, Mira starts ghosting way too much, and it turns out with her race, if you ghost a lot, you get super high and buzzed.
Nice.
And it was like, it was this really awkward, weird way of doing the drug message kind of thing. And then I think it was like near the end, I always remember this because near the end, her father, who is not voiced by Barry Boswick, but I always think it's Barry Boswick, even though I'm completely wrong. It's John something or other, John Litwick, I think. And he's all like, I know what it's like because I've done it too. And I'm like, this is fucking stupid. What am I watching?
You've got to have a partner, otherwise you can't be a space ranger. It's there in the fine print.
Well, I mean, every buddy movie needs a partner of some kind, to clash against each other, and also, like Warp did, to sacrifice himself to save the main character.
He's never coming back, get over it.
Well, you don't want to die in the line of duty, Mira? Come on.
Seriously.
It's a great idea, I think.
I do it every other day during commentary sessions.
Oh, okay. He did write half of them, I remember. Like, he's such, like, a dork, I guess Buzz is. And that's one thing I liked about his characterization. He was not only, like, the upstanding kind of guy, he was way upstanding. Like, he was a nerd about this kind of stuff, and that really helped kind of make him more of a standout, funny kind of leader character. Like the whole series it had those like little elements of comedy that I really appreciate, and I think it makes the series easier to rewatch, when you're older, because that way you're less about this is Pixar stuff and more about, hey, this is kind of a quirky little sci-fi kind of thing. No, social activity, I'm not used to that.
Oh, anxiety.
What did you think about Booster? This is Booster, by the way.
The big fat red beanbag over there.
Yes, is he a beanbag? He's kind of lizardish.
Probably my least favourite of Buzz's crew.
Yeah, I don't think anybody liked Booster. I mean, everybody liked XR because he was kind of the jokey kind of guy. Everybody liked Mira because, well, look at her.
Yeah.
But with Booster, he's just kind of I don't know. I don't think he's kind of that overeager sort of type that doesn't really have too much special about him. I don't know. I guess they just need a big lug type of character to kind of round out the team.
In terms of like big characters, like size wise, my lot was with Mikey from Recess at the time.
Yeah, Mikey was a lot better, I think. Well, can we really call him a man, considering what species he is?
Nice to know that Buzz, he's behind the janitorial staff. He appreciates what they do for Star Command.
Yeah, as you know, you need a key card to get into this area.
Hello, there's a radiation thing on some of these boxes. He could irradiate himself while he's cleaning a jet turbine.
Well, it's like they need to do like a Buzz Lightyear mod of the Zera cleaning detail, and you play as Booster. That would be great.
What the fuck is the Zera cleaning detail?
Is when, I probably said that name wrong, but it's after you clean up after an alien invasion. Like, the whole game is to actually, like, clean up, get, like, the blood and guts, put it away, things like that.
Oh, okay. Let's play of that when?
Never, because I ain't doing it, and I don't think you would like it.
Nah, I'm good, thanks.
Thank you.
A very evil place. Just in case you forgot where it is. Or what it is.
Then I remember another episode where one of the brain pods over there actually turned out he wanted to get away from Zurg, and then so Mira's old boyfriend, team up. We should have just commented over the show, now that I think about it.
Oh boy, I wonder who that character is.
It's too bad I can't tell with that face-concealing mask in the way.
Yes, it is very stupid.
Well, when you're an evil emperor, you can make all the stupid names you want.
This does have a very Ratchet and Clank style of comedy to it.
It's kind of odd that they didn't make more. I think they made like one Buzz Lightyear game, and I think that was on like PlayStation.
Oh, you mean based on the show itself?
Yeah, and it was like this awkward kind of. You know those running scenes in the Hercules PS1 video game?
Yes, vividly.
It was kind of like that. It was a weird tankish sort of control, but I think you were like Buzz on the ground and doing that kind of thing, but it wasn't really as 3D. It's been a while since I've seen like footage of that game, but I believe that's how it played out.
I would argue the best Toy Story game is the second one, Toy Story 2.
Are the little green men going to like a mosque or something? Okay, this is just admittedly a clever disguise.
Seems legit. Gee, brother, you sure seem inflated today.
Oh, you have a huge zit on your nose. Are you okay? I am fine.
Pay no attention to the fact that I can levitate.
Oh, I forgot that they actually worship the claw in this. Okay, that's like a giant gobstopper or somebody stealing when you're playing marbles. I guess it helps that it has superpowers.
So they're kind of like, what, hive mind?
Yeah, the whole thing, and Zurg basically wants to control it and corrupt it, things like that.
What the hell is he going to do with an army of little green men who could probably not even hold a rifle to themselves?
Well, I mean, to be fair, they're very technologically minded, and they're capable of inventing a lot of great things, so I can see how that would be helpful.
Oh, here it comes.
You have a problem, Buzz. Come on.
He has many problems.
The first step is admitting you have one. A good thing we have a presentation prepared ahead of time.
Oh, I have all the slides your heart could ever wish for. I can't wait for this. Oh, I love the bait and switch. You think he's gonna be giant, but perspective is a bitch. I shall call him Mini-Me.
It's less XR and more small R, not XL like his brother.
XS, extra small.
Oh good, he breaks.
I can confirm that if you shoot him, okay, that's a bit much.
That's just pointless, but I love it.
Just stomps in, stomps out, I love that. Cool, he's like Lego, just put him back together.
Wait, you can do that with any machine, technically, so...
He's not a machine, he's a person machine.
Always like how XR's design had like no neck. He had like the floaty Rayman kind of head. Like I got huge callbacks to that.
More like Tonic from Tonic Trouble, I think.
Do people even remember that game? I don't.
Some do.
Have you played it?
No, only read about it in magazines, thus I am an expert.
There you go.
Now, XR is voiced by two people, and I'm not sure who voices him here. Larry Miller and Neil Flynn.
I think Neil Flynn voiced him in the show, and then, again, let's go back to the show for this one, because this is the one feeling this commentary at the moment. He also had a earlier model called XL, who was voiced by Bobcat Goldthwait. I'm probably saying that last name wrong, and the thing is about him is that he always felt he was incomplete, so he kept getting experimental parts and things like that to upgrade himself. And near the end of the series, they actually make amends, and then XL basically gets his body switched with a copy machine. And then he starts bugging the commander too, like his dad. Like they should go on picnics together.
Not that I'm mad or anything, or even upset that you're bringing all this trivia in. I mean, it's a great thing, but how do you remember so much about this show?
I watched the run of the show multiple times because it was on syndication. Like, this was before I actually knew how to best use my time, so I figured, this is how I schedule my day. Alright, what's on TV? Alright, I'll watch this first and I'll switch to this channel. That's how I did it.
Yeah.
So, and they would air this, like, multiple times along with other shows. That's why I'm a self-admitted ashamed expert at the Sabrina and the Teenage Witch animated series, because I watched that shit like multiple times in a row.
Okay, I was with you until you said animated series. Like, I watched that, but I much preferred the live-action one on Nickelodeon.
Well, yeah, the live-action one is better by leaps and bounds, no shit. The anime one was made by Deke Entertainment, of all people.
Yeah. Although I think, like, Zelda and Hilda in the animated one was voiced by Melissa Joan Hart.
They were, actually, and I believe Sabrina herself was voiced by Melissa's sister, who I don't remember the name of. I think it was Emily or something.
Okay, Larry Miller voiced XR in the thing we're watching here, and Neil Flynn voiced XR in the TV series. And for those of you who don't know, Neil Flynn played the janitor in Scrubs.
I don't know that because I haven't watched Scrubs.
You should, it's funny, at least up until, like, midway through season 5.
Oh, that's reassuring.
That's a lot of episodes before it hits its peak, man. Can you put any more guns on there? It's like that fucking awkward zombie strip.
Oh, come on, there's clearly not enough guns.
I regret nothing.
I mean, that's how I built my gummy ships. You know, it's also really sad, speaking of Kingdom Hearts, that they won't really go into, like, TV shows or whatever, because I think a Buzz Lightyear world would actually be kind of fun to romp around in terms of Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I mean, you did, like, Deep Space. Why not do Star Command?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of stuff they could be doing from the TV shows, and I guess the Buzz Lightyear cartoon in particular isn't really something high profile enough, I think, for, Kingdom Hearts advertising needs. You would definitely have to go with something like Gargoyles.
Give me gargoyles. It's all I'm asking for. Give me motherfucking gargoyles.
I wanted Incredibles, but tough shit. I get Big Hero 6. You happy, motherfucker?
Have you seen Big Hero 6?
No, but I wanted the fucking Incredibles.
Initiating. Why did I do this? I meant to fire the big laser.
Okay, good. At least they gave him a jetpack. Wait, you have a gun for an arm, so you're using a separate sidearm?
I have to store ammo before I can fire it from my arm, okay?
Yeah, does he? Like, I legitimately want to know if he has to store ammo in his arm. He has a flamethrower. Does that take gas? Well, okay, I'm gonna assume it's running on the same ammo as the Space Ranger lasers that they could shoot at infinity. That clever bastard using cover.
It's like he's been trained or something.
What's with all the buildings being cut into holes like Swiss cheese?
Hey, don't be racist. This is just how this race does things.
I'm not being racist, I'm being curious.
And they're fucking stupid buildings that look like cheese. Pew 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 pew. I actually did all the mixing for this film, you know.
I would love to see this guy play laser tag.
Are you saying that because you went to laser tag recently?
Yes, I am.
Oh, I fucking love that shit.
Okay, it's a good idea, but at the same time, it's also silly cheating.
Oh, one of my hands is going to be really cold now. Feels lonely.
Oh shit, I need that for my hand, it's cold. Okay.
Uh-oh. It's okay, we can put him back together.
We could put him back together, right?
Whoa, that's a big ship.
I kind of wish he drove a big ship that looked like his robot arm, but just backwards.
And then that connects to like another series of body parts and creates a giant transformer kind of thing?
Or he can remove his normal arm and then attach the giant ship arm as his arm.
Oh, why didn't this guy get his own action figure? He's boss, is what it is.
If we scream at it, it'll come back.
Quick, brothers, channel your sonic cries. Ah! Ah, didn't scream loud enough.
Another successful day. Alright, I need him back harder, better, faster. Doesn't have to be stronger. It's fine.
Yeah, that might be asking too much.
Also, I'm getting some, like Doug Nappel, kind of design vibes. Like Earthworm Jim, especially in terms of the head.
I'm a bit of an idiot here. I've been like watching this thinking it was Patrick Warburton doing the talking, but for this one it was Tim Allen.
Yeah, there you go.
Did I see a Genie's lamp back there?
I think you did, yeah. They're giving them more useless shit than Inspector Gadget.
Have you seen I think it's Disney Inspector Gadget. We did that in the last Disneython.
I've know of it. I mostly watch reviews, and thus that makes me an expert. And let me guess, he's not doing that at all.
Oh, such a typical cartoon like bait and switch kind of thing.
I think D. Bradley Baker does the grubs, for Zurg here. This is me whenever I have to grovel to my boss. And I just use all these terrible big words and they all kind of run together because I have no idea how I'm going to get my ass out of this one.
It's a very good plan. Stop mocking my plan.
I think my favorite plan is when he made the Hyper Death Ray, because every time he said Hyper Death Ray, he would go Hyper Death Ray, and it would be like all big and dramatic. Gotta get eye lasers on more things.
Like, if the thing does not have eye lasers, just put eye lasers on there. Its coolness factor will increase tenfold.
If he's got rocket boots, why does he even bother to wear a skirt?
Shh, Helldragon, shh. Don't question it.
Oh, see, look, he totally has Kingdom Hearts darkness powers. He would fit perfectly.
This is what happens when I touch anything. It just becomes an N64. I can't stop it. Now it's the evil mind.
A giant purple planet eater.
I love this version of Zerg. Shut up, janitor.
Just check out the social media feed later. Well, look on the bright side, Booster. You could be like Roger Wilco in Space Quest, and you'll end up having to save people anyway.
Oh my god, Space Quest, yeah, it's Ratchet and Clank meets Space Quest.
They never launch a half-scale assault. We're only sending half of our guys after this.
Oh, he's wacky now.
I think it'll work.
Who let this robot in here? This is a serious meeting and discussion.
Yeah, with a little green men. Sure.
Throw him out of the airlock and lock it tight.
Yeah.
Eat him. Get rid of the evidence.
And he's highly collectible, too.
Like, with every line that comes up, I feel a new piece of my memory resurfacing.
It's like unlocking the ancient secrets of the past, yeah. Same here, man.
Just closing my eyes and I'm imagining Shigo right there.
Just closing my mind and I'm imagining Home Improvement right here.
What?
I used to watch a ton of Home Improvement, actually.
Yeah.
I think I watched until the end of the series. Like, I actually really like that show.
It's surprisingly entertaining.
So I got mad when JonTron was shit-talking, and I'm like, fucking what?
Well, the game is shite, the show's fine.
Okay, well, yeah, the game. Yeah, that's bad. And again, I had no idea why they made a game about Home Improvement, of all things. Oh yeah, your way's definitely gonna work.
Oh, I just love the shouty authority figures. Subtitle jokes are some of my favourite type of jokes, I think.
Well, I want to do that all the time, XR, but unfortunately, we get something in the business world called a paycheck, and in order to take care of something we in the business world called bills.
Even as LPers know that.
This won't go wrong.
Is that on regulations, XR?
I don't think he gives a shit. Maybe they're experimental regulations, ah. What's the rest of the phrase? I don't remember. I need to look at the box.
To infinity and backwards?
I do like how he has a Victoria's Circuits magazine, implying that they have made robot porn in the past before he came along.
Robot porn. What an odd phrase.
I'm glad that the base does have a big gun on top, though. I need to get more like that.
Again, if you're building an evil base, don't even fucking talk to me unless it has at least a mile-long cannon on top of it. Sir, the evil Unimind is screaming. Should that be happening? No, actually, we've been teasing it. Singing off key. Me me mo mo. Me mo mo me.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's a battery, and batteries shouldn't have feelings.
That's what they said last time, and well, that planet's not there anymore.
It's loading a giant battery.
This is so fucking 90s. Well, a start 2000s, I should say, but, every decade has the past decade lingering on it at the start.
That's true. Well, at least it's not the hyper death ray.
Oh wow, I'm just reading here there's a Big Hero 6 TV series coming out manned by the Kim Possible creators.
That should be interesting and odd. I would like to see how they manage that, though. I always thought it was weird. Like, I wonder what design decision led to Zurg having the big teeth for his helmet. Like, have you ever tried to do that with your own teeth to try to mimic how the Zurg helmet looks? Like, you put your lower teeth up and you're like, Arr. You know, that kind of thing?
When I do it, I sound like Alan Rickman doing Snape.
I'd rather be Alan Partridge. Aha.
Aha! You need to be naturally nasally for that to work.
Oh, okay, so I'm practically perfect for that then.
Does anyone follow regulations here? Does Buzz have to smack a bitch?
Probably so, because... Gotta go tattle on herself. That's sad.
Hang on, she can phase through stuff. Why did she need to open the door, or can the suits not go through stuff?
Then Buzz immediately tries to get in. Are we all just tattling on ourselves today?
Oh, it's like Tattleception. Okay, that's definitely against regulations.
Well, I mean, while we're all breaking the law, might as well, right?
Fuck, let's just blow up Star Command while we're at it.
That I totally wasn't going to do.
She tickled my brain and it felt funny.
Wait, I thought the robot was my partner.
Make up your mind.
Oh, thank you, Buzz.
Just fuck already. Jeez.
You're really crushing my dreams here, man.
Oh boy.
It could be Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. You never know. Don't worry, Booster. Just use your natural camouflage. You guys have that, right?
Yeah, blend in with the ship. The red ship. Oh no, it's not red at all.
Yeah, I always have to do that to my car, but oh, okay, that works, I guess.
Do we actually have to say to infinity and beyond to get the ship to move? Because that would be very awkward.
Yes, it's sort of voice activated that way. You might be experiencing a little not knowing where you're going. It'll be fine.
It's okay, we can put it back together.
Well, I'm glad because all of my towers have never been zergorifically evil. They've just been stupendously, tremendously evil.
I was amazed you were able to pull that sentence off, given your natural ability to flub.
Yeah, that's true. I'm kind of surprised myself.
Don't attempt it again.
Don't worry, I'll fuck up something soon next.
Vegetarians are a very easy target when it comes to making fun of people.
That's true. You can either get that or that sand planet. I hate sand. It's coursing and it gets everywhere.
Uh-huh. Tim Curry could very easily have voiced Zerg, let's be honest.
He hasn't really been doing a lot lately because last time we heard about him, he actually had a stroke. Did you know that?
Yeah.
So, here's hoping he gets back on his feet soon enough. Now let's shoot something already. You've been spending so long building up and hyping this gigantic fuck me gun. Let's use it.
I want to see who else Wayne Knight voiced, because his voice is so familiar. Demetrius the Merchant in Hercules. Huh. Can't remember.
Now it's time to eat meat!
Ah, yes, we will pollute our systems. Let's just hurt people.
That seems to be a very evil emperor thing to do, yeah.
Oh no, not Ariel. Anything but Ariel.
Yo, fuck them waves. I won't need to give anybody a raise or benefits.
When everyone's evil, no one will be.
Space, duh.
Shoot her down, Buzz, it's the only way.
I see Wally coming in the background.
Ooh.
Oh, the old clever get behind the ship so it doesn't see you strategy. Is now the time to be raiding the fridge?
They're not eating the suits.
I don't know, Booster might.
Suck it in.
Yeah, Booster is an XXXXXXXXXXXL. LLLL. Alright, I guess I'll quit. What, no snarky title? I was waiting for it.
Don't try and appeal to me. It's not going to work. I hear shenanigans.
Well, there's been a lot of shenanigans already.
I'd have to classify this as a hijink. Too thick for his own good.
I'm legitimately laughing at some parts in this movie. It's been so long since I've seen. I'm just kind of sitting here enjoying it all over again.
Yeah, it's quite well written, actually.
I mean, again, for like a direct-to-video kind of thing, it could have been a lot worse, let's be honest.
Yeah. I remember that line vividly.
Yeah, they always gave Wayne Knight the silliest shit to say.
To ham it up.
Yeah, when he was playing his Zerg. Could you not grab there, please? I'm just gonna say that now.
It's above the underwear line.
He's like a giant strawberry, I just noticed. It's a naked alien alert.
It's the plot alarm.
Oh, good thing he had a spare. Oh, wait, no, he probably just took off his first one. Never mind.
Nice.
That's pretty good that the ship has a slide option.
Oh boy. And then the station becomes evil and starts chasing him.
Transforming into a robot. You don't like most things, Buzz. It's fine.
It's evil. Too evil.
Yeah, they turned off the lights because, as you know, lights are good and darkness is evil. Darker than Doom 3. Of course, they're all at the buffet. Well, that's a good silhouette.
These guys were evil enough already. Didn't need to lower red eyes.
They need to corrupt the claw next and just make it all pointy and shit. I'll call it the Zerg Core.
Ah, yes.
Everybody gets rings, it'll be great. But they could put me back together. Oh wait, no, they can if they're evil.
Well, as long as part of me becomes part of a toaster, I'm fine.
Or a copy machine. Running dot wave.
Nerd.
Can you set your lasers to stun?
Oh, here comes the janitor doing his janitory thing to save the day in a janitor-like manner.
As you know, when you want to dispel enemies in a non-lethal fashion, get a janitor. They are an expert of that form of combat. That'll be expensive to clean.
Just to open up again, yeah.
We're gonna go find our own movie, guys.
Wow, we're like a team or something.
Well, Space Rangers and Janitor Booster technically doesn't count yet. Red lights are bad, right?
More things to shoot down.
That's not a really good place to put your lasers, like, at the very tip of the, like, spaceship. Like, that would be weird to aim. So when you become evil, do you automatically get access to giant fuck-off guns? Because that seems to be Zurg's modus operandi.
Yeah, you can summon him like you would a Keyblade.
That's true. Like, in the show, he was able to summon his guns out of fucking nowhere, Zurg was, so... Yep, it's metal.
Better get to the escape pods.
We got a bomb. Toy Story 4 isn't out yet.
This would be the to be continued bit in the show.
Probably. They may have cut it off at this point, I think, yeah. Okay, that's bullshit. Fuck you.
I think the Clone Wars ripped this off.
Hey, I can be easily repaired.
Booster, why couldn't you sit in the back? This is really uncomfortable.
I think that is the back, Tom.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, like +1. I guess +1 is better than +0.
But
Thank
you
you.
knew that. We still keeping this guy's identity hidden? Really?
I mean, it's pretty obvious who it is. Does his other hand have 5 fingers?
I'll have to wait until it pans back to tell you that.
Because I'm fixing to say, if it does, like, I don't know why he got a robot arm with 4 fingers on it. Well, 3 fingers and a thumb, you know what I mean.
You got enough moons on that planet there?
Well, no, he's taken them all over, obviously. See, he made the moon evil, and now it's splitting in half because... huh? How do you have an auto-defense moon? Okay, well, it's Zurg. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Gosh, this movie's flying by fast. Did you know it's, like, only slightly over an hour?
Oh, for God's sake, Booster.
Told you, he was in the back.
I hope no one hears that.
Just the wind.
I love a bit of wackiness while we're trying to save the universe.
Do they have those on Planet Z? I guess they do.
The weather is like red all the time.
Does this have a wheel attachment?
Are you having sex with the ship right now?
Well, at one point in the TV show, he did get into a relationship with the other ship.
Ugh.
Well, you keep bringing them up, and I just keep remembering them.
No, he's mine. You stay away from my Zergy Wurgy.
It's like with Batman and the Joker. You don't have a nose.
He doesn't have a nose, like Helldragon said. Can we just go fight Zerg, please?
Aww.
Well, you've broken like 5,000 of them at this point, Buzz.
Is that part of the rules? Jerk.
Meanwhile, in the sewers.
Like, the way it was colored back there, I thought they were dispositing milk that had been used. I hope Agency has something else to do besides listen to Zerg monologue.
Yeah, I'd hate that shit. I mean, it would be fun for like the first couple of weeks, and then it'd be just like, yes, sir, haha, you are evil.
Maybe he just pays him to stand around and listen to him gloat.
You'd have to.
Oh, I forgot about this guy.
And at moments like this, he comes alive.
Good thing the wings made indents.
How hard did you hit him? Yeah, come on, rip off the mask so we can see who it is.
I think his other hand has, only the 3 fingers and thumb on it, so I guess it would match.
Ooh, nice. I
Okay.
never saw this coming.
Okay, that's just cheating right there.
In any, like, action kind of thing, if you see someone supposedly die but never see the body, they're evil, they'll come back later.
Well, in real life, most people die and then they don't come back because they're dead, so technically when you assume that they're dead, it's usually the odds are good that you're right.
Wow, dead people don't come back. You essentially said people die when they are killed there. Good stuff.
Yeah, you're right, I kinda did. Takes a few moments to piece it together. Okay, why does his suit have like one giant wing on like his robot arm? Is that to offset the weight when he's flying?
You ask so many questions about wings, man. I just don't have any follow-up answers, I'm sorry.
Does he maybe like need it to cut through the air water and just kind of go up in the sky whenever he's flying?
I don't know anymore, stop it! Oh, I'm such a sissy.
I even recorded this.
I love this version of Zerg.
This is just childish and weird. They will find another Buzz Lightyear, I promise you.
Uh-huh.
It'll be the new model. That's just weird.
I'm going to make you into evil, Buzz Lightyear. The kids will go nuts for it, and their parents will cry trying to find a model for their child.
You remember they had an evil Buzz Lightyear in the show too, right? Yep. It looks like you have another cartoon you need to marathon again.
No thanks, I'm good with Steven Universe at the moment. Now he needs them. Typical.
You probably did. I liked Quake.
Sorry, that line just got to me. That's me and two others.
It's too bad they didn't have an internet around this time for Zurg to post this shit on.
We're gonna ram the ship right into the top of the tower. See how funny he finds us then.
I'm pretty sure that would stop the mind control ray, though.
Put it on full evil. I want to see how this goes.
Yeah, we've only been trying it with 20% evil just to warm it up. Hey, wait, are the Hornets gonna become evil now?
No, it doesn't work on robots. Oh, see you, Buzz. Oh, never mind.
Well, usually metal arms come in handy a lot of times, XR.
What was Mira doing then? Standing around looking pretty?
Well, she was flying the ship. Oh, wait, no, Booster was flying the ship.
I don't know how you could get Booster and Mira confused.
Yeah, it is kind of hard. Oh, okay, that's what she was doing. Don't worry, we can put them back together, I think.
Ouch.
Well, if they had anything there, that would be smarting even more than it should. Nobody calls me a fiend. I think you may want to upgrade a little.
Take that, you double A piece of shit.
I always loved Zurg's big, stupid guns. Like, that thing is just awesome. The big fucking triple-barreled bat, the big just like single laser he always pulls out. I love those dumb things.
In Toy Story 2, the movie, I think it shot tennis balls.
Yeah, it shot tennis balls. Like, that was the best thing. Like, I kind of want to see if they made a Zurg toy that actually did that, since they redid the toys, you know, a while back. Well, I can't argue with the results.
And so evil is once again stomped by the ass of justice.
The powerful warp dark matter, everybody. I thought that was like the Phantom Blot. That just broke into even more glass.
Pull out the I am your father, Gambit Zurg, it's your only shot now.
He did that in an episode of the show. Why didn't you have a better grip on that thing? Come on, Dr. Doom, don't you have any more weapons?
Do you like that camera pan back there? Pretty sexy.
Good thing he had a plan to make sure that evil wins. He even has a Dr. Doom flying throne. Just shoot him anyway, fuck it. Well, I think you don't need to. The dude was defeated by Booster pretty soundly.
Oh yeah, he's never getting back up again.
Oh no, he's back up, and then he gets tied up. All right.
A couple of renegades.
Yeah, XR could basically be his own janitorial staff, I notice.
I'm gonna shoot it a lot, and if that doesn't work, I'll scream until the credits kick in.
Well, that's a pretty pathetic Unimind if anybody's touch could just flip it to good and evil instantly.
Oh, here we go. This is weird. This is really weird.
Is she getting high, like, right now? And then he becomes, like, Superman Gold?
Superman Gold, honestly.
No, isn't that what happened at the end of, All-Star Superman? He basically went into the sun?
I think so, yeah. He went into the sun. I'm not sure if that's Superman Gold in particular. Oh, is Zerg going to become Buzz now?
That would be interesting. Everything's good again.
Oh, like they were going to let Buzz die. Come on.
Hey, you should probably fish him out, Mira, thanks.
Whoa, that was a serious trip. I didn't know where I was for a second.
Now the only problem. How are we gonna tow this back? Yeah, better buff it to make sure it's clean. It's okay, just jiggle the handle.
Again.
Now we can all hear each other's thoughts, even though we don't want to.
Oh boy, some side effects from Buzz turning everyone good again.
I can. And if not, we can rebuild him to be good as new.
Laugh track.
And blue Buzz over there in the corner. You saw that, right? And the best damn janitor in the galaxy. Now Booster, clean this all up. That's your job.
Yeah, during the credits you just see a little video of Booster cleaning shit up.
This building.
It's literally the end of Space Quest.
You have not been chopped. You also have not been chopped.
It's very irregular for us to reward a robot, but we'll make an exception since she saved us all.
At least he finally got his XXXXXX. Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Okay, that was Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, The Adventure Begins. It held up a lot better than I remember it. I actually had a fun time recording this.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun too. It's just good I had a chance to see this again, and I remember why. It's actually a pretty decent, direct-to-video kind of film. So, hey, props to it.
Okay, guys, we shall see you next time for another second Disneython commentary. Bye for now.